Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the September 2023 Colorado Springs market update. So yeah, the real estate market has been intriguing for sure. So if you're thinking about moving to Colorado Springs, maybe you live in Colorado Springs, or you're just looking to buy a home in Colorado Springs, this is a great opportunity to learn what's going on in our market because, man, did I learn a ton. So as always, we want to put the disclaimer out there. This is for the entirety of the Pikes Peak MLS. That's not just Colorado Springs. It's Colorado Springs and the surrounding areas. So take some of this with a grain of salt, but it is really indicative of what's going on and what we're seeing in the market here in the Colorado Springs area. So let's hop right in to the single family. So new listings. I added this one this month because this is interesting. New listings actually went down month over month. So in August, we were at 1407. Here in September, we're at 1243. Now, yes, new listings went down. However, that's tremendously, it's a big drop from last year, 1498 September of last year down to 1243. So seeing a decline in the amount of folks that are looking to sell their home right now. Sales. All right, so we heard about new listings sales. What does sales look like? Down. As you can imagine, they are down. 1,067. We sold 1,067 homes in August, and it's only 1,008 in September. So not a huge drop, certainly not the drop I was anticipating, but a drop nonetheless. Big drop, as you can imagine, year over year. 1,294 in September of 2022. So about a 290, almost 300 home difference in the same period this time last year. So average sales price. Average sales price, we've seen some volatility in that, right? So in August, it was $553,900. That has come down to $540,800. Not a huge jump, but a jump nonetheless, and something that I think we're going to be keeping an eye on as we go. And obviously, it is still trending upward from last year. In September of 2022, it was $523,100, so about a $17,000 increase year over year, which stands to reason. We're looking at about a 3% value increase on homes year over year. That hasn't changed. So median sales price. Median sales price, no shock, dropped ever so slightly from $480 in August down to $475. Still well above where we were this time last year, $460 in September of 2022. Now, total active. Total active is a big deal. We've talked about month supply and everything else, and this is at 2.5 months. We're just up from 2.3 months last month. In August, we had 2,420 homes. We now have 2,484 homes. So not a huge gain, but a gain nonetheless, and I think we're going to continue to see that grow. And of course, well down from last year, 2,690 homes in September for a total active, same time last year. So really interesting stuff going on. So here's what I thought was really interesting when it comes to single family homes. 34% of the homes that were on the market had a price reduction. Now, granted, that could go from a whole bunch to a little bit, but the average reduction was 2.5%. So if you're looking at the average sales price of $540,800, that's a $10,816 difference, right? You're dropping that price $10,800, almost $11,000 on an average. Now, granted, as you go into the higher price points, that's going to go up. Lower price points, not as drastic, but still interesting that 34% of the homes out there took at least a 2.5% price reduction, 2.5% price reduction just to get it sold. Now, that doesn't mean that's what it sold at. That means that's what the price reduction was. So I'm sure that it probably closed just under that as well. But enough about that. Let's hop into condos and townhomes. So new listings went down from 230 to 186 and down year over year from 205 down to 186. So it stands to reason that as production starts to slow down in the third, fourth quarters of any given year, we're going to see new listings go down. But that's a pretty sizable drop from 230 down to 186 month over month. So definitely going to keep an eye on that. Now, sales. Obviously, sales went down. This was a much larger drop than the single family. Went from 189 in August to 131. That's a big drop. Now get this, year over year, September of 2022, 248, down to September of 2023, 131. That's a huge drop in sales. So average sales price went from 361.1 in August to 369.4 in September. Not a huge difference, but a difference we'll keep an eye on nonetheless, and certainly not a big difference year over year. September of 2022, 363,200 to 369.4. So Not a huge difference, and we'll keep an eye on that as we go in the coming months. Median sales price, really nothing to report here. It wasn't that big of a jump from July to August, and we're seeing the same trend here, but it did go up from 347.5 in August to 350 in September, up $5,000 year over year from 345 in September of 2022. So, total active homes, here we go. Proof's in the pudding, right? So, 352 total active condos and townhomes in August, and that went up in September to 366. So, we are seeing movement in the total active units in our inventory, and we're definitely going to want to keep an eye on that in the coming months. So, anyway, total active, this time last year was 235, clearly well up, 125 some odd units, 130 some odd units, from 235 in September of 2022. To 366 in September of 2023. So get this, days on market. We've been paying attention to days on market. Homes are sitting longer. There's no question about that. We're definitely seeing a little bit of a shift in the market, ever so slightly to the buyer side from the seller side. Days on market went up almost 10 days, almost a week and a half in 1 month, from 29 to 38. To give you some perspective on that, in April of this year, we were at 39, so we are on par. We noticed a spike at the beginning of the year. It started to come down a little bit, and we're seeing that go up now, so it's definitely the roller coaster. 39 days on market in April of this year, but 54 days on market in February. Everybody had kind of panicked last winter, and I do believe that we're seeing a little bit of that adjustment again for this coming winter in the fourth quarter. But we're still not there yet. I believe in the coming months we will see something very, very similar where average days on market hits better part of 2 months for a home. Now, what's creating all this? What's happening in our market? Obviously, the easy go-to right now is rates. Everybody understands rates. But I will add this. I believe that some of the stuff that's going on in our industry as a whole, whether it be lawsuits, people pulling out from certain entities, so on and so forth, I believe that's part of it. And as much as I hate to own this is one of my least favorite things to own, the fact that politics play a huge role in what's going on in our industry. And clearly there's a ton of volatility going on right now in Washington, D.C., not just with the speakership, but with the upcoming presidential election. And that stands to have a tremendous impact on our industry. But we will keep an eye on that, not the least of which the feds. Oh my gosh, the Fed rate, what is happening? We still really don't have any answers, and everybody's just trying to guess right now what's going on. So hang on for a wild ride as we hit the fourth quarter of 2023. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and sticking with us in this space. We had a lot of information to give to you today, so glad that you hung on for that. Please give us a thumbs up and like today's content, or hit that bell down there and subscribe to the channel. We are putting out content every single week to help you make Colorado Springs feel like home. If you want to reach out to us, find out more information on the My Front Range Living team, you can go in the description below, hit myfrontrangeliving.com. We have a link to our website. Feel free to connect with us and help us help you. We would love to get you any information we possibly can about what's going on in our local market. Hey, if you are thinking about moving to Colorado Springs, please go down in the description of the video down below. You will notice a relocation guide. That's yours for free. Just take a look at it. It just gives you a few more ideas of what's going on in different areas of town, what might better suit your criteria as you try and make that decision from a distance. Hey, as always, thanks so much for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.